Year and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. We're starting the year on a fresh note. One of the things that I struggled with a lot in 2012 was actually getting my weight stable. My weight had been stable for so long, for so many years. I'd been within 2 to 3 kilos up and down, and I was okay with that. I didn't care too much about fluctuating. In the last 2 years, I will say from the beginning of the lockdown until 2021, I managed to accumulate a few kilos that I'm not happy about. I'm not unhappy with my body, but I'm not happy about my weight creeping up, because as we all know, it starts like that. It goes up a little bit, and the next thing you know, you're like, how am I 70 kilos? In 2021, I really tried to lose weight, but I don't think I put in enough effort, or I don't think I had the mental capacity to lose weight, right? You kind of have to be committed, you have to have the right mindset and all those things, and I was not in a position to do any of that. I worked out throughout the year, which is a good thing for me. So I did almost a daily workout, 5, 6, 7 days workouts a week, every week, and I'm happy about that. The problem came in when it came to discipline with food. So since I was either stressed out or traveling or just stressed out again, I ended up not sticking to my correct diet. I would either not eat well in the day and then eat something really not good for me in the evening, or I would eat tiny little things that are not even nutritious for me, just to fill up the space of hunger at the time when I was thinking about eating. Basically, I was not following a good diet if you want to maintain weight or if you want to lose weight. At the time, I wanted to lose a few kilos. So let's be honest, I'm not like massively overweight. I'm not overweight actually. There are some kilos I would like to shed off, and I thought, let me do this. If anybody is interested, they can follow my journey with me, and we can do this together. So one of the things I really want to focus on is tiny, small little habits, especially around my diet, like I mentioned. I think it's important to find a diet that works for you. Diets work differently for different people. Some people can do keto. I cannot do keto. I did keto for 1 month. I had the worst breakouts ever. I've had so many people who've done keto and it's successful, but I've also had a lot of people who've had nightmares with keto. So finding a diet that works for me, that is sustainable, that I can eat as much as I want and not get hungry and eat biscuits. Biscuits is my guilty pleasure. So the next thing I want to focus on is to be consistent. Just to make the small changes and stay consistent. I want to try to not expect to get results in a week. I'm those people. I'm the microwave type of person. Like, oh, I had a salad. Why did my weight not drop? Oh my God, it's not working. I need to change something, or I need to be more aggressive. And in the end, it's just a mess. So I really want to work on those two things. How am I going to do this? I'm going to develop systems to build sustainable habits around food and around exercise and just generally around health. I feel like in the last year, I really just faded away in that department. I would try, and then since the results were not good enough so quickly, I would just be like, no, I'm moving on to something else. The first system I'm going to develop and work on is changing my mindset around food and around exercise. Usually I start something, not a diet really, I just start a way of eating, like I eliminate something, or I start working out and then I'm expecting results tomorrow, So I'm gonna just change my habits around food so that I know in the long run I'm gonna get results. I just stick to it. Even if I'm not getting results today, I stick to it. That mindset shift is something that I think will really help me, and we will go through this over the weeks. I will give updates on what's happening, what I'm doing, and we can see if I'm really getting results or if I'm sticking to my word. And actually, the reason I'm doing this video is for accountability, for me to be accountable for myself. I want to be accountable that I said I'm going to do it, so now I'm doing it. This next system, I'm not developing it. I've been intermittent fasting for years, so I'm just going to continue intermittent fasting. It's worked for me. It's always worked for me. It's easy for me to not just eat breakfast and just start eating my food at 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock. So I'm going to continue with that. There's been a lot of studies about intermittent fasting. I'm not a dietitian or nutritionist or a doctor, so you can read about it and see what the benefits are and see if it would work for you. But for me, I'm gonna continue to do this because it's worked for me. Another thing about intermittent fasting is you don't have so many meals to make, so it's kind of easy to make meals at home in this world where you can order literally everything. I want a salad, I will order it. I want this, I will order it. So if I have less meals to make, typically I will make one meal and have it twice in the day. I will not make a meal at lunchtime and then make a different meal at dinner. That is not me. The third system, which is also quite controversial, I'm going to track my calories. I know people are against tracking calories because they say it's restrictive. My reason for tracking my calories is to be able to know how much is a serving, how much that's serving in calorie wise, what I'm consuming in the day. Because sometimes a box of biscuits, I will just eat it in one go, like one serving. So if you log in the things, then you get to know how much of a portion is enough for you for a meal. And also it trains your brain and your mind and your body on what is one serving and what is enough for you to eat in one sitting. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I track my meals on my MyFitnessPal. I will link my MyFitnessPal down in the description box. And also I track my intermittent fasting with the Zero app. I will link them. They're both free. I like to see like consistent days of logging in things. I'm in a technology generation, I guess. I just like to see it all consistent as I log in, and so that really helps me to not break the cycle. The fourth system is daily exercise. Exercising is something I do often. I mostly just do home workouts. I used to do F45 and I found that really drained all my energy, and I ended up overeating because I was too tired, too sleepy, too hungry, and it just cancels out everything in the long run. Unless I do an evening F45 workout, I don't think I can do it in the morning. However, for this exact challenge for me, I'm going to be doing home workouts, low intensity, easy things that I don't have to think about. I've been doing workouts with Grow with Jo. I don't know if anybody knows her. She does a lot of walking workouts, so you can walk even 5 kilometers in the house, so I do those. And also I'm going to incorporate an evening walk, which I actually do love, and my aim is to do 10,000 steps per day. I don't know why 10,000. I usually do 15,000 steps, so I'm going to keep it at 10,000. I think that's enough movement to just keep my body moving. And yes, that is what I'm going to do for exercise. I think the trick with exercise, especially when you're starting off, is to start easy. Don't go into the full-on super heat workouts. Then you'll get an injury for one. You'll be too tired and sore, and so you can easily give up. And also your body will hold on to water initially, and you'll think, oh my god, I'm not losing weight, and then you'll give up. So start it easy. Start with something as simple as a walk a day. Just walk and come back home. Walk, come back home. When you build your stamina with walking, then you can add other things. I will be adding other things and incorporating more, maybe strength workouts later on. But right now, I'm going to stay with my walking workouts, and I will update you guys if anything changes. The last thing I'm going to really be working on is getting my 8 hours sleep, or at least enough sleep. I'm one of those people who just goes to bed and sleeps, and I wake up in the morning. Actually, last night, for the first time in years, I did not wake up once. My Fitbit said I did not wake up for 1 minute the whole night. Sleep is very important. 1, for recovery. 2, for your body to just replenish itself so you can have more energy for tomorrow. Sleep is very important for weight loss, especially. Sleep is very important because if you're not sleeping well, you're stressed out the next day. You cannot really do much the next day. You will eat more if you didn't sleep properly. So you'll be hungry. Your hunger is going to go up the next day. And most important thing I am going to be doing is drinking lots of water. I do drink a lot of water already. As you can see in the whole list, my only issue is food. So I'm gonna really work hard on the food part and just streamline what I'm eating every day. That is how I'm gonna do this. So if you're interested, you can join me and let's do this together. Let's make 2020 the year of us, the year of me, basically. I just want to be comfortable in my skin this year. I want to feel good, I want to feel healthy, I want to feel active. And it's not necessarily about just the weight loss, it's about just developing a system that will work for me in the long run. As you know, the older you get, the harder it is to maintain weight and lose weight. So the more you can keep your weight down when you're younger, the healthier you will be when you're older. So that's really pretty much what I'm trying to get at. And also I'm trying to avoid any lifestyle metabolic diseases which are avoidable. They're super difficult to get rid of, hypertension, diabetes, things like that. Those are things I don't want in my medical sheet at all. So that is why I'm doing this. It's for the long term. I will do a weekly update video on what I'm doing, how I'm feeling, how it's going, what I'm doing and what needs to change. And I hope you join me on this journey, and I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye.